Hi, it's Sarah Hill. So today we're going to do the second in our 7-part series, or 10-part series, I guess it is. And we're going to talk about Forex trading. And I'm doing this 10-part series just to help you figure out what it is we do when we're trading Forex. So I trade with the Ninja Group, and we have over 30, I think now about 35 hours of live trading a week. So if you get on and you want to learn how to trade Forex, this is the best way to do it, bar none, is sit on with experienced traders and be able to ask them questions and understanding what they're seeing on the charts and how that goes. So in the next week or two, I'm going to go through 10. We did Know Your Markets the other day, and you can find that on my Facebook page called Trade, Grow, Live. This is the top of the Facebook page. So what you can see behind me, it's Trade, Grow, Live. And I trade a strategy called BYOB. I like that strategy. I'm a scalper. We have several strategies within our group that people trade, and I just happen to like the BYOB. So that's my Sarah B Loves BYOB. I am Sarah B. So we're going to talk about making a plan. When you trade Forex, you want to make a plan and you want to stick to it. So whatever you decide is involved in that plan, and stick to it. So the first thing you want to do is figure out a timeline. You know, with everything, people get into businesses or they get into doing something and they expect things to happen right away. If you're trading Forex, if you're going to learn to trade Forex, give yourself at least a month or two before you start trading with real money. So you can do what's called demo trading and do that for a while. And I still do it. If the markets are fluctuating and I'm trying to figure something out, or things aren't working for me exactly, I go back and I demo trade or paper trade. And I do it a lot. I do it when I'm learning new strategies. There's just a lot of different times when you can paper trade, and it makes a lot of difference. So you're going to want to do that for at least a month minimum. I would suggest however long after that first month that you're comfortable, because so many things change. And right now we're in a real volatile market system with all the things that are going on in the world. And so the markets are moving a lot faster than they normally move. And this is causing a little bit of difference in how I trade, for sure. So you want to do that. Figure out your timeline. So just to let you know, it's not get in and start making money the first day. You're not going to do that. If that's what you're expecting, then this really isn't for you, because you really need to demo trade and learn. And so you can start using real money your second month, third month, fourth month, but figure out your timeline and what you feel comfortable with. My glasses are reflecting and driving me crazy. Figure out your timeline and what you're comfortable with, and then go from there. So for me, I demo traded about 2 months, I think, because I was learning 2 different strategies and I wanted to see which one was the best strategy for me. And so it was a couple of months. And like I said, I still go back and I do it when I'm trying to figure out a new strategy. There's lots of different strategies out there. We use 2 main ones in our Ninja group, and one of them is BYOB, Be Your Own Bank, and the other one is 25 to Life. And those are the 2 we use. We use a lot of different indicators. Everybody uses a little bit different ones. So with those live sessions, you're learning something with everyone's live session. I pick up nuggets every time, and I enjoy it immensely. Training hours. That's something that people don't take into consideration. They think they're going to get on and you're going to go to the charts and you're going to immediately just start trading. Well, you can do that with the live sessions in our group, but you need training. And so I spend probably 2 to 4 hours a day watching other traders, learning new things. listening to what's going on in the markets, just looking at naked charts and seeing if I can figure out what it's going to do, where it's going to go, put my setups in, and that type of thing. So there's a lot of training that you can get if you belong to IM Academy, which is the company that I work with. There's lives, there's lots of live sessions, recorded sessions, and there's a lot of basic videos that if you go through it and you learn what's in that, and you train your mind as well as your trading, you will come out so far ahead. It's crazy. I mean, it's just so much information. And I don't know that I will get through all of that information in my lifetime, even doing 2 to 3 hours a day. It's just an immense amount of information. And I learn something every day as I'm going through there. But there's also books. There's also different things out there, other YouTube videos that you can get on and learn about Forex. So there's lots of things you can do. And I just enjoy learning. And I'm a reader, so I would prefer to read it than watch a video. But I do watch a lot of videos. Trading hours. You're going to want to spend some time trading too. So even though you can do this part-time, we have a lot of people that work full-time jobs and then get home at night and trade, or they trade early in the morning. You want to spend some time trading too. You're on that demo account and you might as well trade it. So sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose. It's the way it is, and you need to get structured in that. And it also helps your mindset to do both of those things. When you win, your mindset goes one way. When you lose, your mindset goes another. The goal is to get your mind on a plateau that when you lose, you can go right on. It doesn't affect you because it happens. We all lose. We all lose when. The thing is to get to where you're winning more than you're losing. And so that's a mindset thing, and you have to do it often enough to get your mindset straightened out. Okay? So you want to spend some hours trading. So in your plan for what you're doing, figure in some hours of trading. Pips. Figure out, the next thing you're going to need to figure out in your plan is how many pips is going to get you where you want. So my goal is between 3 and 5% of my account a day. That's what I want to do. Some days I do it, some days I don't. Some days I don't trade at all. Some days I happen to get on a trade that goes way farther than I think, and I get a lot of pips. So average for a day, I want between 3 and 6%. That's my goal. 3% if on $100 and you compound it. If you have $100 to open your trading account and you compound that and you get 3% a day, just boom, 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 you're going to come out with about $120,000 at the end of the year. And we're going to talk about compounding just a little bit more in one of the other sessions. But I think it is, let me look. Session number 8, slow and steady compound. We're going to do that in session number 8. This is section number 2 on making a plan. So really have that plan concrete. I have it written down. I journal. I didn't used to. I used to just fly by the seat of my pants when I first started. And I found that if I journal every day what I do and I make myself accountable, then I'm doing my job. And my job is to trade and to be a successful trader. So another way to look at it is, would I hire me? You know, and by writing it down and journaling it, I keep myself accountable. And at the end of the day, I can say, yeah, you did a pretty good job. I'd hire you. So that's what I do. So you need to figure out your pips. You need to figure out how many pips. And that's something that comes through trading and using that demo, figuring out what the commission is out of that, and how many pips you need to make. So the standard amount that we tell we talk about in the Ninja group is 10 pips. You need to make 10 pips a day to grow your account by 3%. And that is not very much. That's literally one trade or two trades of 5 pips. And if you're doing the BYOB, it's easy to do. If you're doing the 25 to life, you may get 25 or 30 pips, and you can limit how many days you want to trade. But I wouldn't just go out there and keep trading every day. Get 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, all in the same day, because your mind gets to where it's confused and you don't know what you're doing. I've tried it. I've done it. Take it from me. Don't do that. So how much in a day? We just covered that. Take 1 or 2 trades. If they're successful, be done. Plan on it. So every day I start out and I think to myself, okay, I need to make 2 10-pip trades. That grows my account by 6%. So that's what I look for. And I don't take every trade that's set up. I look at them really close, and I really only want to take the trades that I think will go where I want it. And I look at different time charts. So I look at a 60-minute chart, and I'll look at a 4-hour chart, and I'll look at a 15-minute chart, and I'll look at a 5-minute chart. If I'm trading on the 15-minute chart, I look at all of that before I take that trade, just to make sure that everything's lined up. Because there's like 22 or 26 pairs that you can trade in Forex. There's probably more than that, but those are the most common ones that we trade. And so there's a lot of chances. And if you miss a trade, and if you flip back and you go, oh no, it went and I didn't get in, there are a lot more going to happen. It all goes up and it all comes down. So there's a lot of opportunity for you. So don't just feel bad and get panicked when you miss something. I used to do that, and then I used to beat myself up. So don't do that. My phone's clicking over here. I should turn it off. So how much you want to trade in a day? Make a plan. 2 successful trades, period. Boom, you're out. You're done. Get on with your life, because that's what trading is all about. And that's why you're doing it, so you have more free time and you have more time with your family or with your friends or with an activity that you want to do. So focus on that. Decide what you're going to do and do it. Write it down in your journal. I took this trade. I made 10 pips. I'm out for the day. I took this trade. I made 5 pips. I took this trade. I made 11 pips. I'm out for the day. Decide what you want to do. What I like to do is I like to take my amount that I have in my trading account, and I figure 3 to 6%. So let's say go to the 6. That's the most. Figure out what 6% of that account would be to add to it. Figure out what 3% of that account would be to add to it. And if I get between there, I'm done. I'm out. Because if I take one more trade, the chances are I'm going to lose. And if I take good trades and I'm careful about it, and I only take a minimum of the trades that I need, then I have less chance of losing. So that's my plan. You have to create your own. I'm not telling you that's the best plan for you, but it's the one that works for me. And I've tried a lot of plans over the last 15 years. So that's my plan. Keep consistent. Once you're learning a strategy, keep at it. And keep at that same strategy until you really have it down and you're consistently doing well. Get a plan and be consistent. Continue to do that plan unless something's not working for you big time. Trading before work, maybe you're a little frazzled and you're thinking about your day. Maybe that's not a good time to trade for you. So then start trading in the evening. Do your education in the morning. Do your training. Keep consistent. But if you do it every day, it's a habit. You're more relaxed. You're not stressed out, and you know what you're doing, and you go into it and you trade. So a lot of the times, because I'm in the US, I end up trading on the Asian market. And the Asian market is completely different from the London US market in the mornings. It's completely a different ball game. And so I have consistently traded on the Asian market because that's the evening market for me. And I get in at night from doing whatever I'm doing, and I can trade that market. But it moves differently, it looks differently, it's a whole different thing. So you have to do something consistently. If I normally traded in the mornings on the US London market, and then I started trading the Asian market, I would have to demo again because that's a different type of market. Okay, so be consistent in whatever you do. Do it over and over and over until you're winning more than losing. And let me tell you, this is the best thing I have ever done in my life. I love it. And follow me on Trade, Grow, Live. Message me. There's a message up there. There's also a button where you can go learn more and watch some other videos. Come to my Facebook page and follow me. Send me a message at Trade, Grow, Live. So I'm live, so it's Trade, Grow, Live, but other times it's Trade, Grow, Live. Trade, grow your account, live your life. It's a great life. That's all for me for now. Thanks.